Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Okay, so right now I'm actually getting ready for work. I had to step away from my mirror or from my window because there's obviously going to be lines, but I'm getting ready for work. The lighting's awful, just bear with me because if I close it, I might be better off just closing it. I'll just do it like that. I can still see enough to do my makeup. Anywho, like I said, getting ready for work. Today is my first day starting at this particular location, which I'm pretty excited about. It's the same job, just at a different place. But there's also like, hopefully my TV isn't too loud. I feel like it is, hold on. It's a different set of clientele because it's in my college town, so it's different than me being at home and like, especially living on the side of town that I did, where I worked at my other job. The clientele is significantly different over there than it is over here. But I'm looking forward to it. I work 8:30 to 6, and then when I get off, I need to go to Target. Shocker. I feel like I've been at Target literally 75% of my time being here. What I like about where I work in relation to where I live, I live 7 minutes from my job and also 7 minutes from a Starbucks. So I'm gonna place a mobile order and just go pick it up in store, and their mobile orders are actually really quick. So like right when I leave my apartment, I put in the order and by the time I get there, it's ready. Like it's sitting right there ready for me to grab, so it's perfect. Tomorrow I officially start classes, which the past 2 days I've walked my classes, yesterday and the day before, which was not intentional. Saturday I intentionally did walk my class. Like my aunt's friend met up with me and she showed me where everything was, and I was like, okay, great. And then yesterday for the scholarship thing that I did over the summer, we like met up in person and like just kind of like talked, got to know one another, basically learned more about the program that we did, the benefits of it, yada yada yada, this, that, and the third. And then she's like, okay guys, we're gonna do a scavenger hunt. You're gonna go find all of your classes, or no. You're gonna go walk to all of your classes and take pictures of the building and the room number. And I was like, you guys are kidding me. So I walked, and we had like partners too. So it was me and my partner, and she had like 4 or 5 different classrooms. I had 4 different classrooms, 2 were in the same building. So we only had to walk to 3 places. So I walked another 3.5 miles yesterday. And I told my dad, I was like, there's so many good restaurants to eat out here, and I can actually eat them because I'm gonna lose all the weight from all the walking that I'm doing. So tomorrow, luckily I only have 2 classes. My longest day isn't until Monday, which is good. So that's next week, and I feel like it's officially Silly Week. Like Silly Week technically started yesterday, but I feel like for me, mentally, Silly Week doesn't start till tomorrow, or even like tonight, I guess. Tomorrow, the 2 classes that I have are math and then my computer science class. And the girl even told me, because like yesterday she was like, I'm gonna be honest, like most class sizes are pretty big, especially if like you're taking a CS class, that's one of mine, is CS 100. She's like, there's probably gonna be like upwards of 100 people in that class. And I'm like, great. But I'm already gonna be booking it to that class, and then I'm not gonna get a front row spot, which means, I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm gonna do bad in the class, but I would much rather be in the front where I can see and really learn the material than being stuck behind somebody and me seeing a computer and doing like some online shopping or playing a video game. I don't know. That's just me. A little thing that I learned in community college. One thing I've noticed the past couple of days when walking my classes, it's not even necessarily there's a lot of buildings, because everything, at least in my classes, is pretty much like in the same general circle. It's just that all of the buildings are big. There is not a single like small building. So it's like, oh, well, I have one building here, I have one building here. The building that's in between the 2 is absolutely freaking enormous. Like, it's huge. The campus is like a nice size. I'm not gonna sit here and say it's not, but the buildings are just as big. So it just kind of like makes it seem even larger. And funny enough, literally the classes that I have, and like for me to get to them when I'm walking, there's like no shaded path. It's like direct sunlight. And let me just see how hot it's supposed to get today. Luckily I don't have to obviously walk my classes today, but right now it's 7:53, so it's like still decent, but The highest today is 98, and then tomorrow the highest is 100 degrees for the next, actually, 4 days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. All supposed to be like 100, 101 degrees. Welcome to Alabama. I'm telling y'all, I've lived in Alabama my entire life, but this heat in Tuscaloosa is unmatched. I kid y'all not. It's nothing like I've been in the heat before. I've been even in Chicago. That's what it honestly reminds me of. Like Chicago during the summer, that's what this feels like. And it gets hot in Chicago, like scorching. Make sure y'all are wearing your sunscreen too. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I've only been wearing sunscreen on my face, have not been wearing it on my body, but I probably need to start because I have an Apple Watch tan and also a tan from the sandals that I was wearing yesterday. Okay, I've made it to work and I had enough time to even stop, pick up my Starbucks and everything. I see my job and I have a feeling I'm supposed to park like back over there somewhere because that's employee parking. But considering this is my first day and I don't know what that looks like, I'm just gonna park here, walk, and then for future reference know to park over there. But I'm about to head in. I think I'm the first one here because I don't see any lights on. But yeah, I will update y'all once I'm done with my first day. Okay, if y'all can't tell, I'm at Target now. But listen, my thing is reading 102 degrees outside. That's how hot it is. Anywho, I went to Target to get literally 2 things and I did not need either one of them. Okay, so the first one is the Halo Glow liquid filter. They literally only had like 2 or 3 left and they were all in the shade, and one of them, actually 2 of them were open, so luckily I found that one. And then I just got a finishing powder, or a setting powder from Maybelline. But right now I'm about to go get gas because my dad says I need to fill up my tank before it gets below half, and I'm like kind of at half but not quite there. And then afterwards I'm gonna get Chick-fil-A, just something super quick to snack on. And then I'm making dinner tonight. I think I'm making breakfast food. I kind of want to do like the Hawaiian roll French toast thing with like either bacon or sausage. Haven't decided, but let's head that way now. Y'all, the people here, the drivers here, oh my gosh, like this should be illegal. I feel like these drivers make me feel like everyone should have to take a different driver's test if they want to move or live in another state, even if it's just for college. Like, this is absolutely ridiculous. People are running red lights blatantly and just like have no disregard for anybody else. And I'm like, I saw 2 cars do it in the span of 5 minutes. Not even 5 minutes, in the span of like 2 or 3 minutes I saw it. I'm like, what do we not have a will for living? Like, what's the issue? Do we need to talk? Like, blatantly running red lights. And if they was to get towed up, guess what? It's your fault because you ran the red light. Hi guys, so it is the first day of school at the University of Alabama, so obviously I'm getting ready. I woke up at like 8:30 with no alarm because I was freaking out about my parking pass and stuff, because I have a parking pass. Okay, that's fine, that's cool, but I don't really know like where I could, or I didn't know where I could park. So I went on the website and I looked up my like where I could park with my parking pass and where my classes were, right? They're nowhere near each other. Nowhere near each other. So I called the little parking pass people. I don't even know who I called. I called somebody who's over it. And I was like, hey, like, I have this parking pass, but it's nowhere near my classes. Like, it's still a really far, like, walk. And she's like, okay, what parking pass do you have? And I told her, like, where my classes were. She's like, that's the closest parking pass. I'm sorry, what? So I'm sitting here freaking out, trying to figure out how I'm going to get to my classes. Not even like how I'm going to get to them, but like where am I going to park my car, this, that, and the third. And I'm going to have to take a shuttle. But the thing is I don't know how often the shuttle comes around and what stops it will make between where I park my car and where my first class is. So I wasn't going to leave at 11 because my first class is at 12. It's 9:33. That's my air getting on. And I'm getting ready now and I'm going ahead and heading up there. Push comes to shove, if I get there early, I can just like go get something to drink, and the lines are gonna be super long anyways, so it'll be fine. But yeah, it was rough. So today is Wednesday and I only have 2 classes today. I have my calculus class And then also my CS100 class, which I know for a fact that one's going to be super big, because if you're a computer science major, everybody has to take like these 4 particular classes, and CS100 is one of those 4. So I'm going to be trying to find a really good seat. And on top of that, my classes on a day-to-day basis, with it not being like silly week or anything, are 10 minutes apart. And it's like, I walk fast, but it's supposed to be an 11-minute walk. And I'm going to be pushing it every single day for class because, like I said, there's no guarantee that from where my class is and where my next class is, if I get on the shuttle, if there'll be like a bunch of stops in between, or if it'll be a straight shot. I don't know. I have to figure all this stuff out, which I honestly would be fine with walking to every single one of my classes and like back to my car today. But the thing is when it gets colder outside, I'm going to have to know how to shuttle from one class to the other. So I might as well figure it out now while it's hot and get in a routine so that when it's cold in winter, I'm going to worry about that. I'm just go, go, go. Wholeheartedly, before this morning, I had like the only plan in my mind was I was going to park as close to the building as possible and just walk. Yeah, that's not going to happen. I'm hoping that while I'm trying to like navigate from one place to the other, there will be somebody who's just so kind and is just feeling in such a generous mood today to help me out, because I'm going to be struggling. And the thing is I don't want to ask anybody because I can't guarantee that they know where they're going either. And I'd hate to ask somebody and then be like, oh, I don't know where I'm going. Like, that's so not helpful. That's not what I want to hear. At the end of the day, I'm going to be able to figure everything out. It's just going to take me some time. Like, give me next week. I'm hoping to get everything down packed by next week, because that's when things really start hit the ground running. Like today, everybody's going to be giving you like some sort of grace, but come next week, they're going to be like, look, you should be in a routine by now. Like, it is what it is. Okay, I'm finished with my makeup now. I'm just going to pack everything up and then I'm going to head to class. Okay, I'm obviously done getting ready. I filmed a little get ready with me on TikTok. I'm about to put on my shoes. I'm wearing On Clouds because I bought these. Who is this? Anyways, I bought these a couple months ago for the sole purpose of wearing them to the first day of class. Where are my socks? Oh, here they are. I'm nervous. If y'all follow me on TikTok, you will know that I had a whole like freak out on there. Don't disregard the actions. I'm gonna put on lotion in a minute. Because up until this morning, which literally I woke up out of my sleep at like 8:30 something with no alarm, it didn't hit me that I have a parking pass and I do have to follow it. Like, I really don't know what I was thinking. I literally, before this morning when I woke up, I fully was going into today being like, oh, I'll just find somewhere near the building where I can park and then just walk from there. No, that's not how that works. Like, you have a parking pass, you have very set parking, and if you don't park there, like, you can get a ticket or whatever. So I had to figure that out. I went on the website this morning, figured out where my classes were in, like, where I could park and everything like that. They're nowhere near each other. Like, I have to park at least like 12 to 15 minutes away from my first class, which I don't mind walking. That honestly does not bother me. But that's if I get like the better parking spot of where I can park. So I have to figure out the shuttle at some point, which I don't really know how that's gonna go. I know there's an app and I'm semi trying to navigate it, but I still don't quite understand how the app works. Like, it's not as cut and dry as it seems. Also, I'm directionally challenged. Like, I kid you not, I struggle with directions. You have to give me a landmark. Do not give me a street name. I need a landmark. So that's how that's going. It's about to be 10. My first class is not until 12, but I'm leaving extremely early to ensure that I can kind of figure out some sort of route at a decent time. Like, I'm looking at this. Let me just show y'all the app. That's what I'm seeing. Now, the problem is I called myself narrowing it down to only my routes, like only routes that I can get on, I guess you can say, for my particular parking pass. But for some odd reason, I cannot see that. Like, it's showing me every bus route and where they're going, which I don't need. Like, I just need the bus routes that I can get on to and from my particular classes. And even then, like, I don't really know how it works. Like this is just I don't know. I'm just gonna go hopefully find where I can like decently park and then go from there. Well, we'll see. Oh Lord. Y'all, 101 degrees, obviously the hair went up. Yeah, like I suspected in my math class, we started learning today, and I literally did not know what she was saying. She has a really thick accent, which I get it, like, you know, there's certain things you really can't help, like she's not from here, so she has a super thick accent, but I just could not understand her. And I had even asked people next to me, I was like, hey, did y'all understand? And they're like, no. And I'm like, oh, great. So we're just all equally confused. All have no idea what we're doing. And one girl's like, yeah, I'm just gonna go to the office hours. The office hours aren't even gonna help me. I'm not understanding anything in here, so when I leave here, I'm still not gonna understand it. And don't get me wrong, she does offer a lot of extra credit, which I do appreciate. But at the same time, like, I still don't know what you're saying. Like, that is, thanks, but no thanks. Anywho, I'm about to go get Raising Cane's, and then when I get home, figure out everything with my classes and get everything set up. Because I have to buy a couple things. But yeah, I've been looking forward to Raising Cane's all day, especially after the day that I had. But obviously I'm home now. I literally came home and immediately showered just because I felt absolutely disgusting. From walking, sweating, I felt gross. So I went ahead, showered, greased my face, did a little slugging or whatever, and I'm about to work on some school stuff, probably for like a couple hours, just because I need to really finalize some things. And like, my teachers, I know they mean well, but I do not understand my teachers at all. They have accents, which, me being from the South, like, understanding accents is something I don't have to typically do, but I'm learning. And also I've heard that like everybody in the math department has an accent, so you just kind of have to like listen a little harder, I guess you could say. So I'm trying to go ahead and get ahead of the ball game as far as like understanding the material a little bit before I get to class, so that if I don't understand something she's saying, I can kind of like fill in the blank a little bit. But that's that. Right now I'm sending over my work schedule to my manager, and then after this I'm just gonna be working. I wish I would have just been recording, because I know Joke spent 45 minutes trying to get my printer to work, and it turns out it was sending to my roommate's printer because we have very similar printers. And now on top of that, I have to call my bank because my card keeps declining and there's money on my account. So I need to get that figured out, because me being in another city and my card not working, not a good combination at all.
All you gotta do is say yes. Don't think I'm what you
Hi guys, so today is the second day of school. Let me just fill y'all in on how yesterday went. So first of all, it was hot. It was extremely hot, and by the time I literally got to the bus hub, my hair was no longer curly. So that's why it looks like this, because there's no point in me doing it if the curls are literally gonna fall. But navigating everything was actually pretty simple yesterday. It didn't take me too long to find a parking spot. Luckily, as soon as this one car was pulling out, I was like headed that way, so I was just able to get that parking spot. And I didn't have to walk that far in the bus hub either, so that was perfect. When I tell y'all, it was so hot outside, I literally had a migraine when I came home because it was that hot outside. It was in like the hundreds, literally, like scorching. For my calculus class, I already know that I'm gonna have to get a tutor because the first day I was struggling. Like, I could not understand what she was saying, and I'm also not good at math, so not off to a great start. I'm honestly trying to hurry up and get ready because I want to go get something to eat off campus because I'm not going to go anywhere between my calculus class and my lab because my math class ends at like 12:50, 1 o'clock, and then my lab starts at 2, so there's no point in me leaving campus and coming back. And I really want a bagel, so I'm going to go get that before class. Later this evening, they're having one of their welcome events called Bama Jam, and I'm going to try to go to it, even though it's going to be hot. But I am trying to make friends, and part of making friends is literally just putting yourself out there, so I'm going to do that. I think I might be able to make friends in my calculus and my computer class because there's one girl, we have both of the same classes back to back, so I feel like me and her could definitely become friends. I did super light makeup today because I'm wearing my blue light glasses so I don't get a headache in my math class, but overall, things are going pretty good. My classes are pretty okay. 2 of them we haven't met yet because I don't start those classes, or those classes only meet on Mondays, and we didn't start school on a Monday, so. But everything should go pretty smooth this semester. I just have to really like buckle down on my calculus class. I found YouTube videos online. I'm obviously going to go to all of the lectures, office hours. I'm going to find a tutor. Like, I am determined to become good at calculus, or at least get a passing grade. I'm hoping for a B. That's what I'm hoping for, but I don't know. We'll see. I just want y'all to know it's day 2 and I'm going through it. And it's literally just one class. It's my math class that I already know I'm going to have to go to tutoring literally every freaking day because it's hard. You can't even see me. Because it's difficult and I don't understand the teacher and I don't understand what we're doing. So it's a terrible combination. But I had my first iced coffee in weeks. Like, I did the whole prayer and fasting thing, and one of the things that I fasted was coffee. And I even did extra days, and this is just making me so happy right now. I placed a pickup order for Chipotle, so I'm about to go pick that up right now, and then I'm gonna go back to my apartment, eat, do some schoolwork, yay, literally. And I was gonna go to like this thing called Bama Jam tonight, where like a bunch of people are gonna be there, but I'm honestly just like, I need to get a grip on my math class first before I can enjoy anything. Like, if I can get a basic understanding of what we're learning, that would be great. Today it was better though. I will say I understood today a lot more than I did yesterday. However, I need to fill in the gaps. Like, I'm understanding part 2, but not part 1. You know what I mean? So it's just, I don't know. It'll take some time. I'll just have to like really be committed to my studies and everything like that. I'm gonna have to literally every single night and morning go over the like stuff in the textbook, look at the notes, look at her blank notes before class, go to class, try to fill in the blanks of whatever I didn't understand. Ask questions, like the whole 9. I need to do it all. A migraine last night, which was not great. I literally woke up at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning had an excruciating pain to the point that it literally woke me up out of my sleep, which really just rubbed me the wrong way. So I woke up, took some medicine, and then fell back to sleep. But when I have migraines, it's like a lingering feeling. So I'll have the migraine, right? But I will still like have a feeling of like I had a migraine, if that makes sense. I don't know how to describe it, but that's that. I'm about to go pick up my dinner slash thank you lunch options. I don't know, I'm trying to get a grip on this math. I promise y'all, once I get a grip on this math, we'll be good to go. We'll be good to go. I gotta get there first. Let me tell y'all, I already talked about this in the car, but this, I like cannot get over the fact that this one class is single-handedly whooping my tail. Like, and it's only day 2, and I didn't think we were gonna start math the first day. Well, I was hoping, let me say that, because usually, you know, the first day or even the first week, teachers are like, oh, like we'll just go over the syllabus, class schedule, yada yada yada. No, both of my in-person classes that have met so far have been like, okay, let's hit the ground running and start learning lecture the first week of school. I could have sworn we were not really, you know, for that. Oh dang it, I just got vinaigrette on my blanket. I was really like counting on not learning anything the first week, but here we are. We're hitting the ground running. But I also gotta remind myself that like if I can make it through this semester, I can make it through any semester. I just gotta get there first. But yeah, I'm about to eat my Chipotle. Usually I get like tortilla chips and like scoop with every bite, but I don't know, I'm not really feeling it today. Kind of just want the bowl by itself. And like I said, whatever I don't finish, I'm gonna take for dinner at work tomorrow, because I get off tomorrow at 9. But that's the only time I can work on Fridays. Like I can't work an opening shift because I have class at 1. So it would literally be a half a day, and I'm like, that's nothing. And there's a lot of girls that I work with at my job that either aren't in school or don't have class on Fridays. So I'm about to chat on this and then do some stuff with math. You know when you're just like really overwhelmed that you don't want to do something? Yeah, that's me right now. I'm just like extremely overwhelmed with everything that I don't want to learn or do anything, but we're gonna thug it out. We're gonna push through. After hours later, obviously I've taken off my makeup. I finished my math homework that's due tonight as well as due tomorrow night. And what I do like about this teacher is if you submit your homework, I think early, like as long as it's 12 hours before the actual assignment is due, you get extra credit. So I did really good on that math assignment. I got, I think, every question right, and then on top of the bonus, but this was like the pre-stuff. So this is easy. This is like the stuff that or the homework that I did today had nothing to do with the actual material we've been learning in class. So yeah. But tomorrow before my computer class, I'm going to tutoring, and then afterwards I gotta come home, get ready for work, go to work, and then one of my coworkers is actually gonna help me with math too, because she said that she took it a couple semesters ago as well, so they're just gonna help me with that. But because I do have plans tomorrow night and then Saturday, I'm doing my lashes, which I have like a whole little vanity set up over there, but my TV's right here. Literally I'm like 3 inches from the TV, and I just want to sit up here and do my lashes. So I'm gonna do these at home eyelash extensions. I don't know if I've talked about these before, but we're gonna try these out. Hopefully they come out good, because I kind of need them to last till like the end of this week. It is the 3rd and final day of school this week, and when I tell y'all this day has been chugging and chugging and chugging, I'm ready for this week to be over. I'm over it. So obviously yesterday I went back to my calculus class, day 2 of still not understanding anything, but we're getting ahead of it, because today, before the one and only class that I have, like I'm leaving super early so that I can go sit down with the tutor for like at least an hour and a half, so they can hopefully teach me everything that I'm supposed to be learning in this class. Quite literally what I need is just somebody to walk me through what I'm learning. Like that's all that I need, I feel like, and then I should be able to do the homework on my own. However, I am bringing like some stuff with me so I can get some extra practice, but overall it's a hard class. Like if I can get through this class, I think I can make it through anything. I just got to get through this one first. Also, I forgot to say, which you probably noticed, I did my lashes last night, which is why I do look a little bit different. But today's class, I only have one class, and it's one of my computer classes. And it's only a 50-minute class. It's from 1 to 1:50. And then after that, I'm going to come home and start getting ready for work because I have work from 3 to 9. And then my best friend is going to drive down here from Birmingham, and we're just going to hang out this weekend because this week is really the calm before the storm, but like next week is like really the calm before the storm. Also, back on that math topic really quick, if you know like any YouTube videos or like things that I could purchase or watch that would help me in calculus, please let me know. I'm really excited for one of my two best friends to be down here because there's so many places here that we did not have in Huntsville that I really want her to try. Like, we don't have a Blaze Pizza in Huntsville. She's never had Raising Cane's because there's also not one in Huntsville. And on top of that, every single time me and her like go and hang out anywhere in Huntsville, afterwards we go get Mexican food from this place called Mr. Naked Taco, and we have to find like that equivalent here in Tuscaloosa, and she's already found the equivalent in Birmingham. So that's hopefully the plan for tomorrow because I have missed some really good street tacos. If y'all cannot tell between yesterday and today, I'm in a much better mood, have much better spirits, probably because I finished all my homework for the week. Granted, it was only 2 assignments. I'm done for the week. But there's still a lot of things that I need to do to prepare for next week. I said I was going to go to that Bama Jam thing last night, and I ended up not going just because I was really worried about like finishing my math homework and getting that done, even though it wasn't like one was due last night, which I'd already finished, and then one was due today. And if you get your math homework done early, you get extra credit. So I just went ahead and did that. And then I did my lashes, and I was like, you know what? I don't feel like going anywhere. I just want to stay at home. Let me tell y'all, transferring jobs from my home location to the one down here has been like a complete 360. Like the one at home, there's my store and then 2 other stores within like a 20 to 30 minute radius of one another. Versus this store, you have to drive at least an hour to get to the nearest store. So everybody comes here. Like we get not necessarily all the college girls, but a good bit of our clientele is college girls. And then, as well as like just older people. I actually got finished getting ready a lot earlier than I needed to. It's 9:35 and my first class isn't until 1. So obviously I'm ready very early, but I'm about to go to tutoring. So I'm going to get a coffee, go to tutoring, and then head to my class. But yeah, happy Friday. I know this is a really bad angle, but this is the only way you could get like my head, or at least like the upper half of my body, including my head. But let me tell y'all, I had to put in another maintenance request last night, right? Because in the middle of me taking my shower, the water just started to trickle. Like, you know how when you're in the shower, it's like, you know, pretty constant. Then out of nowhere, it's like, in the middle of me taking a shower. When I tell you I was so mad, I was literally like this close to the shower head trying to rinse off the rest of the soap in my body. When I got out, I didn't even like get dressed yet. I got out the shower, immediately grabbed my phone and put in a work order because I'm not coming home tonight to take a shower and I get a trickle. No. And my friend's coming tonight. Like, that's so embarrassing. Her first night in my apartment and she can't even take a shower for real because the water's trickling. That's embarrassing. Anywho, I'm obviously in much better spirits than I was yesterday. Maybe I just needed some really nice sleep. You know, just needed to rejuvenate to feel like myself again. But I have a long day ahead of me. I'm going to get a coffee this morning. Well, first I need to go pick up my package. And they also have cinnamon rolls down there this morning. So I'm going to get one of those too. And then I'm going to go to get a coffee because I'm, you know, back to finally drinking coffee. And then I'm going to tutoring from the time that I get there until like 12:30, and then I'm gonna head to my one and only class, and then after that's done, I'm gonna come home, get ready for work, go to work. Then once I get off, my best friend will be here and we're just gonna hang out and chill and stuff like that. So that's the plan for this Friday. I'm hoping today goes a lot better than yesterday. Yesterday was just a rough day. Second day of school being a rough day. Like, what are the odds? It was just, I kind of should have figured it was going to be a rough day when I woke up out of the middle of my sleep with a migraine. That told me right there that it was not going to be a good day. And when I have migraines, I know I was going to get lotion on this. I can't shake them, so like I'll have like a really bad migraine, and then it'll be like soreness in my head, like my head will feel really sore. And then I go to sleep that night, and then I wake up in the next morning and I feel like myself. that next morning being today. Also yesterday, I don't know if my deodorant on this too. I mean, I'm just making a mess. At least I'm gonna smell good. That's all that matters. I'm gonna smell good. Anywho, yesterday I actually met the maintenance guy that's should have been servicing my apartment up until this point, but has not been. But we actually met, and he's actually really nice. So the person that was rude to me was somebody else, was like the tech. And I thought the tech and the maintenance man were the same. I don't even know. I got it mixed up. But long story short, now I met the person who's actually supposed to be like servicing my apartment, and he's actually really nice, which is great because I will no longer deal with that tech anymore. Then that's about as good as it's gonna get. That is the wrong thing I unplugged.